Division chicken. Fuck.
Have an echo when I talk through Discord?
I don't know. That's just how life go. I don't know. That's how. What? Oh, a queen? Oh, that's my friend Sam.
What's up?
He's on so that he can see the images. He's at my house right now.
Yes.
This is his first time playing Dungeon Master, and I'm quite excited for this. So, by the way, the turn order right now, I believe the turn order, it'll start off with Colton, because you've played this before. Then it'll go down to, Sam, then Sammy, and then if anyone else joins, they'll go in after that. So,
Do I have to make a new character?
no, you don't need to make characters for this, trust me.
Oh.
I mean, if you, like, the farthest that it ever has to go is character, class choice, but you don't even need that. You literally are just like, okay, neat, I plop in this world, and then, oh boy.
Do you eat bread? That's your class decision.
It's like Minecraft.
Yes or no? Do you eat bread?
Okay, so, I'm gonna put in the first image into the Dungeon Master chat, into the Dungeon Master images, the DM images channel. You guys,
it's cave.
yeah, you start off in a cave. So, you guys ready to start this off? Sure, yeah, we'll wait a little bit. 7:35, so that's 3 minutes. Hope people join. I might actually text some people so that they know, yo, it's starting.
Alright.
So, by the way, Sammy,
What?
how you been?
Good?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. But, me and Sam were playing some Starbound, and then I realized, oh crap, it's probably time.
Wait, hold on. What's Starbound?
Yeah, I play Starbound.
Dude, Starbound is sick.
Yo, is this Null? Okay. Yo, howdy doody, man.
Howdy doody, everyone. It's me, Wambu.
Okay, so Null. So currently the turn orders is, it'll go Colton because you've played before, then it'll go Sammy, Sam, you. Also, do you have a proper microphone or not? Yo, I think John's joining in soon. We're getting the squad. Yo, do we have the squad? Yo, there's gonna be so much echo if you're on at the same time I am, because look at...
No, I'm just adding it on, and I'm
What do
just
you
adding
mean someone
myself in the
echoed
meeting and
that?
deafening.
Oh,
Echoing
okay.
up already.
Okay, it's good. Okay, so we'll start out at the bottom of the Discord thing with Stompy. It'll go downwards. So it goes Stompy, Noel, Sam, John, Sammy. You guys ready to start it?
Sure.
Okay. So as you can see in the DM images chat, by the way, you can see the cave. So you guys start off in a cave. You wake up in a cave and feel a strong ache in your head. An old man walks out of the darkness in the back of the cave. He says, "Oh, you're finally up. That was quite the fall you had there. I thought you might be dead." A small orange lizard. Yeah, probably. I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took an arrow to the butt.
Oh, you're finally awake.
Oh, no.
A small orange lizard wanders from where the man came from on the tip of his tail, a brilliant blazing flame. Charmander!
Can I tame it?
The man asked you to travel with and train this mighty lizard, as he is too old and a ghost told him a demonic badger in a mech suit has begun wandering the forgotten fields.
Let's burn the lizard.
Nice. I get to keep the lizard though, right?
Yes, he is part of your party the entire time. In the dark...
Wait, hold on. This Pokemon Sword Shield and Dude Dragons is information.
Okay, dude.
Okay,
you can't tell anyone, but we know Nintendo themselves. We know like the people who are spearheading the project. So literally, we know what the final evolutions of Score Bunny, Grookey, and Sobble are.
Oh my god.
Score
Okay.
Bunny.
It's firefighting, ain't it? In the dark, you faintly see an unlocked chest on a wooden staircase in front. Do you guys want to go into the dark and find the chest and the staircase, or do you want to exit the cave?
In Admiral Act
Let's do the chest.
It's a trap.
Okay, so, the chest is not a mimic, by the way. But you know what is?
That's good.
It's a
Do you know what is?
A trap.
What?
The staircase is a mimic. I have an image.
Staircase is a mimic.
Oh my gosh! I knew it! See, I knew it was a trap.
It's a staircase mimic. That and in front of
What is the staircase made of?
the staircase is made out of mimic material.
Mimic material is flesh.
Yes, correct.
Stepping on human
Is it
flesh.
flammable?
No, but the demon penguin standing in front of it is.
I see the demon penguin.
Oh, do you want to see the demon penguin? Here's the demon penguin. I found the demon penguin.
Let's burn it. Let's burn the demon penguin.
Okay, so we're gonna start off Colton's turn.
I want to burn it.
I'd like to call upon the powers of, where it's somewhere around here in my images. Oh, yeah, here it is. I'd like to call the powers of,
Owa. 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 Okay, choose a number between 1 and 100.
I feel like this has a deeper message behind it.
Yes, you were very accurate. It was 7. You succeeded in summoning Owa. He kicks the demon penguin in the face and it dies because it explodes from the Owa power, but so does Owa because its leg explodes, and thus since its leg is where its heart is, it dies.
I feel like this belongs on r slash cursed images.
Was dead.
Owa, or at least the first rendition of Owa.
Next we gotta get oh
Was Bizarre Adventures, Stardust Crusaders.
Yeah, basically. Okay, Noel, your turn. There is a mimic staircase with a proper chest in front of you. The chest does contain something good, by the way.
a gun.
Can I check? I'll go into the chest.
The chest is on the staircase.
Oh, it's on the staircase.
Yes.
Huh.
The teeth of the mimic is extremely sharp fangs. And the chest looks very good for a chest. It looks great. It's a chest. That's a chest.
Nice chest.
Yes,
Let's see what's inside.
yeah, trust me, you're gonna like what's inside. It's very useful.
It's a gun, guys.
Oh.
I'm calling it.
Wait, do you think that demon penguin was a shiny, Piplup?
No.
No, it was not a shiny Piplup.
Okay, good.
You did not murder the shiny
You
Piplup
would
with
not kill a shiny Piplup. If that was,
Let's
I would have left it.
I'm like, Noel, do you want to just check your inventory?
Yeah, what do I have in my inventory?
Okay, in your inventory, you have a bee. Okay, which inventory?
Minecraft?
Wait, no. In your inventory, which inventory slot? Right pocket, left pocket, right back pocket, or left back pocket?
Can I get the one with the B?
Yes, you can get the one with the bee.
I need to be Eric.
Okay, you found a bee,
Eric the house bee?
a USB mouse that is plugged into the house wall, and a gif of Sonic running and tripping on a rock and saying, "Wow, chili dogs are drugs."
You know, that's such a Sonic line. But I would have to say, that's no good.
So, what do you want to do with this? Do you want to sting the mimic?
Actually, no. So, hey, can I communicate with my bee?
Yes, you have the equivalent of D&D's Find Familiar, and also it understands every language. It is a magical bee named Eric, and it is a bee.
Por favor.
Can I have
Go Stino.
lie
Let me go.
chest and tell me what's inside?
Okay, not only that, but he also brings it back to you. You find a Cthulhu glyph coin. Glyph coins, by the way, they come into play later on in the campaign.
Nice.
Okay, so when you leave the cave, the soil is darker. You begin walking and a wave of tension rises among you, and you begin feeling like you're not alone. You have entered Bone Hill Zone from Sonic Adventure 3. It's Bone Hill. Okay, the floor is covered in scattered bones. Some of the bones begin vibrating. A skeleton is formed by the bones and waves hello to you.
Well, guys, we're
Is this
done.
Sans?
No,
We're done, guys.
he uses
Oh.
his index finger to write in the ground that he lost his vocal cords days ago.
Is it Papyrus?
No, it's this guy.
Nice.
He lost his vocal
I
cords.
compliment him on his hat.
That is good, but currently he has no vocal cords to say you're welcome. Suddenly more bones begin shaking and the skeleton beckons you to hide behind a rock. A giant skeleton is formed from the scattered bones, and a small rodent named Sonic the Hedgehog jumps onto his shoulder.
Oh shoot! That must have taken a skeleton
Can
of
Sonic join our
bones.
party?
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe if you're really good with it. If you're good with your powers. But currently, now it means, Sam, it is your turn. You can check your inventory, you can punch Sonic the Hedgehog, you can punch the giant skeleton, you can try summoning a Lunchable of Destiny.
No, I think I'm gonna check my inventory.
Okay, so you find, Thor's map. You find,
So wait, what level math is this? Is it high school, elementary, or middle school?
it's Thor's pre-calculus.
Oh, pre-calculus.
Which means that it has the power of thunder, but it's also just a plus sign.
I see. So it's positive energy.
It's a positive energy, because negative energy would attract way too many evil Myconids. I mean, not evil, they're
Myconids.
good, but Myconids do. Yes, Mike and Mike. But also in your inventory, you find Ike's Sword Ragnell. That is just, every time you swing it, it says the F word. You also find a Lunchable with an infinite supply of food in it that you can just chuck at things.
That's it.
Not only that, but you find a GIF of the crab that got thrown at Hungry Box during a Smash Bros. Melee tournament.
So wait, okay. So I have a plan. So I strap. Am I able to do this? I strap Thor's pre-calc to the crab, and I throw it at the skeleton as if he is Hungry Box.
You throw it at this skeleton?
Yes, because the skeleton reminds me a lot of Hungry Box.
Okay, so you throw it at the Jigglypuff main, Mr. Hungry Box from Smash Bros. Melee, and pick a number between 1 and 20. The closer you are, the better the thing.
It's 14.
The number was 15. Good job.
Sick.
So you throw the pre-calculus at the giant skeleton minotaur hammer thingy, and it wave dashes slightly to the left, and also takes like some damage.
Frick, how much percent?
It takes creeper all man %.
So that's like 69%.
Yes, accurate.
Okay.
It is slightly more powerful until it gets damaged once again. But now, Sammy, no, John. Yo, John, it's your turn.
Yo, Zagaboy.
Are you going to check your inventory again?
I'm checking my back left pocket.
Okay, in your back left pocket, you find a glove which lets you summon jars of peanut butter that are full, so you can just chuck it at your enemies and like knock them out like with a couple throws of peanut butter. You also find a Pokeball with an Eevee that can, no, not an Eevee, because that was way too powerful last time, and you destroyed the final boss in 2 hits. So I'm gonna give you a Yoshi that can change colors at will. But because it's ultimate logic, it doesn't have black Yoshi, but instead it just has slightly different green Yoshi, which angers every fan.
hate Yoshi, so I'm glad he got removed.
Yeah.
I'm glad Black Yoshi got murdered. I hate Yoshi.
Okay, and you also find a glove that is literally one of the fingers, specifically the middle one, is always on fire. You have a burning middle finger.
Hey guys, Fail About is live. We should stop all we're doing. Just watch Fail About.
No, we can watch it later.
I know, I was joking.
Okay, so John, what are you gonna do with your new items? Are you gonna chuck peanut butter at the Minotaur?
Yes.
Okay, the Minotaur gets hit in the head, its head completely flies off and it suddenly fades to dust. It drops Skelly's vocal cords, and Charmander learns Ember. So Skelly takes his vocal cords, and he shouts, "Look out behind you," as a green mist gathers slowly, and from the mist emerges a humanoid mushroom with a small green dragon on his shoulder. The Necromantrum surrounds itself with spores, and its green dragon spews its poisonous stuff.
Nice.
Can I see it?
Yeah, I could show you these two, because I have these in storage. So we got the Necromantrum and a green dragon, and just imagine the green dragon's on the Necromantrum's shoulder. I'm not good at editing that, and I'm not gonna do that. So currently, I believe that means, Sammy, it's your turn.
Alright. What do I have in my pockets?
Which pocket?
Just, what do I have on me right now?
You can only check one pocket at a time, because otherwise it's way too powerful, and you get, like, so much power.
Right front.
Okay, right front pocket, you find a Nintendo Switch charger. You find a Game Boy SP that makes holographic images of Mario Kart Super Circuit. And
SP, right?
yes, Game Boy SP, but it makes holographic images that actually, like, run things over like it's a car. And you also find a glorious thing that is, I don't know, you just find a bag of Fritos that never ends. It's just food. So
I got free food, a thing to strangle with, and a comedic timing device.
yes, because you can run things over with Luigi in a go-kart. Yep. So, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna try attacking? Are you gonna try not breathing the poison?
Do I have any weapons?
You have a Nintendo Switch charger, a Game Boy SP with magic powers, and a bag of Fritos. If you count that, you could probably try feeding the bag of Fritos to the dragon, but I don't know if that's gonna work.
And it's a charging wire, right?
Yes, it's the charging wire. It is not one of those weird wireless chargers that are magic, and I don't believe in that wizard bullcrap.
Strangle the Necroshroom!
Okay, you pick a number between 1 and 50.
Repeat?
Pick a number between 1 and 50.
27.
The number was 47. You try strangling it, but you accidentally just put it on its nose, and it sneezes you away.
Oh.
Colton, your turn.
I would like to summon the power of this thing, whatever this might be.
What?
Oh heck, it's Master Hand.
Okay, so it yells angrily the words, toast is bread, bottom cheese. And this causes the Necromantrum to, start going insane, but Krillin decides to throw over a hill a Sensu Bean and yells the word, Sensu Bean! So, yeah, that's a thing.
Oh man, I hate Krillin.
But, yeah, that just happened. But luckily, whatever that thing is, I'm gonna call it a bucket head for now. It decides to throw a punch, literally. It throws its fist at the dragon, and it just punches the dragon square in the dragon nose.
Oh, epic. Is it a psychic? He's a psychic type. Did he use some sort of psychic class move?
No, he just threw his fist.
That sucks.
Okay, so, Noel, it's your turn.
Okay. Wait, so...
You're fighting a green dragon that's on the shoulder of a mushroom that raises the dead with its spores. Wow, that is a sentence I never thought I'd ever say.
Yeah.
I'm like Matthew Mercer on drugs.
I said that.
A bit less structured, but
Yeah, but that's kind of the point.
That's the drug.
Okay, so what are you thinking you're gonna do, Mr. Knoll?
I'm going to try to insult the, Necroshroom to death.
What is the insult that you're gonna be trying to use?
Noses are red, and your blood is tea. You look like a monkey and belong in a zoo. Do not worry, I'll be there too. Not in the cage, but laughing at you.
Oh shoot.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah. He pick a number between 1 and 2.
2.
Yep, the mushroom is dead, and the green dragon panics, and then decides to just keel over like a goat that panics and died. So, the mushroom fades into the dust, and its green dragon, falls, and you find it has dropped a glyph coin with a bubbling puddle inscribed on it. Skelly decides to join you on your journey. Yeah, you got a new party member, and Charmander begins glowing, and when it stops, you see as he evolved into Charmeleon.
Nice.
New area, Shekoton. As you begin walking beyond the Bone Hills. As you begin walking beyond the Bone Hills, you see a green felt has replaced the ground, and a tiny fox jumps over, and its body changes texture, and you see its fur is now woven. You feel a brief period of strain on your body as your insides and outsides become morphed into a cottony texture, and your weapons also become clothed. And Charmeleon's flaming tail looks handmade. Yes, I have an image for Charmeleon, if you're wondering.
see it?
It's a cloth Charmeleon. It's Minecraft wall texture on a Charmeleon.
That's a real gamer moment.
Yeah, it is a real gamer moment. But, basically, for some reason, despite looking handmade, its tail still provides warmth. You see a village ahead, the sock puppet people. Yes, I have an image for that. I need it.
That's... Listen.
Here they are. The sock puppet people wave at you, happily, I think? Joyfully. A blue sock approaches and says your Charmeleon could use some training, as well as, also asking if you have any questions for him.
Alright.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question for him.
Okay.
So, this comes with an image.
Oh, boy.
So, I just have a question. Okay.
Sword art offline.
No, it's not that. Okay, it's much worse.
Oh, I don't know if anything could be.
So,
What do we have, Mr. Aquarius?
What's this? Can you please explain?
He says to you, do you think God stays up in heaven because he's afraid of what he's created? And then he points you in the direction of a bugbear they call the Snugbear because he guards their town, and he's also still made out of cloth because everyone in here is made out of cloth. So, basically, he just tells you, the bugbear could help you train your lizard friend, but he only trains with those who have proven strong enough. So you have to beat the bugbear first. So I hope you're ready to fight a bugbear. Yeah.
Sick.
So it's your turn, Mr. Samuel.
Okay. Because
My turn?
No, it's Sam's turn. Cause Sam, not Sammy. Sammy is before you. John's before him. John's before Sammy, and then Sam's before John. So you go, Mr. Sam's Aaron.
1 second.
Sam's Aaron from Super Matt.
So I pull out some, so I cooked some food. Or my mom made me some food in my lunchbox before I went on this adventure.
Do you mean your infinite lunches?
Yes. And, so...
What are you doing?
I take out.
Oh no!
I take it out for.
Door in a box?
It's a door sandwich!
I take it out and eat it for a
No,
buff.
the door sandwich returns. No.
No!
The buff is that I'm 100% more open with my feelings because doors can open.
Okay, choose a number between 1 and 5. You just have to be 1. You have to be. The max is 1 off from the number.
3.
Number is 2, so you got it.
Yes.
So you succeed in eating the door sandwich, and your brain's like, oh, neat, I have brain. And then you realize, oh wait, now I have 2 brain, so you just chuck the other one out a window. But the window is not made of glass, it's made out of felt, so it just bounces off the window and makes a soft thud because the floor is also made out of cloth. So yeah, that happened. And by the way, if you're wondering about the door sandwich, here's the door sandwich, misters. Okay, that happened. John, your turn.
Okay, great. What are we doing?
Okay, so you gotta
Wait,
fight a
wait.
bugbear.
Skip my seconds.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you got an extra brain.
That's not really a buff if I had to get rid of it.
No, your extra brain gave you more brain power.
Oh, so I'm like big brain now.
Yes, your big brain. John, it's your turn. You have to fight a bugbear. Or you could try negotiating with it, but I think he wants you to prove your strength. So, yeah.
I want to know the jar
Okay, he recoils back in shock as you throw a peanut butter, jar of peanut butter at his leg, and he's like, ow, my leg. And he's like, wow, that is quite the ability, but I don't think it's enough to beat me. Yarhar fiddly dee. But you know what that means? Sammy, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm here.
Okay, it's your turn. We're fighting a bugbear.
Can I check my left front pocket?
Yes, you can check your left front pocket. You find a collector's edition of every single Pokemon film and the next one that comes out because we haven't had a confirmation, but we know it is coming. You also find a T-shirt, just a T-shirt. It's got the symbol for a Wavebird adapter. And you find just a tiny lion that just keeps you find a tiny muffin that keeps shouting it's muffin time.
It's muffin time.
Also a gif of Zetterburn Wave Dash. Also a gif of Zetterburn Wave Dash.
I did not hear that.
Also a gif of Zetterburn Wave Dash.
Oh! So your microphone keeps cutting out.
Ah, darn.
I think that's your fault, Andrew.
Maybe. So what are you gonna do, Sammy?
I'm going to use the hologram projector and have him get run over by a wild Luigi.
Okay, so the wild Luigi, literally just bonks the cloth bugbear on the face, and he's like, "Ow, my face." Darn. So, basically, I think he just needs one more hit, so I think that's your job, Mr. Colton. What are you gonna do?
Me?
Yeah.
So about that front hand, I think it's
It's got Ember. It's got Renai Circulation. And it's got, wow, this is a move. And then there's this mysterious one that you haven't figured out how to use yet, because the bugbear teaches you how to use it. So what are you gonna do to prove your worth to the bugbear?
Can I summon the power of another cursed image?
What cursed image? It really depends on which one. But I don't think...
Fine.
Because I don't.
Cursed image.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can beat door sandwich.
Door sandwich.
What are you gonna do to beat door sandwich?
It's some kind of
How cursed is this image, my dude? What is your brain
If it's
power?
buried this deep, it
Wait,
should not.
hold on. Here's a good one. That's the power of modeling play.
Modeling? Oh no.
Ability.
Modeling play. From Bind Eyes?
Yup.
So, what ability are you copying? Are you copying the flaming middle finger? Are you copying the peanut butter? Are you copying the Zetterburn Wave Dash? The Game Boy SP?
I'll copy the Zetterburn Wave Dash.
Okay, so you just have a GIF of Zetterburn's Wave Dash permanently posted on your T-shirt. And the bug.
Not to be pedantic, but I thought that the GIF was supposed to be pronounced YIF based on English language rules. I'm so sorry. I repeat myself now.
No, YIF is a furry thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me find it.
Okay, so, while she's doing that, I'm just gonna say the Bugbear is very impressed by your ability to copy a GIF onto your T-shirt. So, after fighting the Snugbear, he asks if you found any glyph coins. So, you can either give him the Cthulhu glyph coin or the poisonous glyph coin.
I say poisonous. This Cthulhu is.
Okay,
Ow.
so you give him the poison glyph coin, he puts it onto the right shoulder of Charmeleon, and he becomes purple, and his tail starts spouting, like, purple bubbles, like poison bubbles. Turns out, according to the information from the Snugbear, he can change element at will if he has the proper glyph absorbed. And that's his mysterious fourth move. Charmander can change forms at will, as long as he's absorbed the proper glyph. So currently, the glyphs you have, Cthulhu, Poison, and of course the fire that Charmander starts with.
And you can, like, change between them as much as you want.
Yeah, at will.
Okay.
Instantly. Charmander suddenly turns back to orange, and the Snugbear tells you, hey, my name's Bob, and he follows you.
Been there, by the way. Sorry to interrupt.
It's fine. But he follows you, traversing through the land, and suddenly you randomly encounter, It's not letting me activate my random encounter. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you randomly encounter a gravity worm.
Let me see it.
I don't have an image, but basically it's a worm that controls gravity. It's pretty simple. It's just a giant angry worm with teeth and controls gravity, so it's pretty neat. So, what are you guys gonna fight it? How are you gonna fight it? Or you know, talk to it? I don't know. Depends on what you want to do with it.
Whose turn is it?
I believe it is currently it's Noel's turn. Yeah, what are you gonna do to fight this gravity worm?
I engage the worm in a scientific conversation about properties of gravity.
The worm, okay, choose a number between 1 and 3.
2.
How? How did you get that right on the dot? Okay, sure. Okay, so, you and the worm sit down at a coffee table, sit down, ask the waitress for some Starbucks coffee, and you talk about science and stuff. And the worm's like, yo, I control gravity of specific objects. I once put my backpack on the ceiling, and the teacher's like, where's your backpack? I'm like, it's on the ceiling, I can't get it down. And then the worm just leaves. But in the place of the worm, an owlbear just shows up. So I believe that means that Sam, it's your turn,
Okay.
and you're facing an owlbear
So
from D&D.
I'm gonna use a passive
Whose
ability.
turn is it?
It's Sam's right now.
So I'm gonna use a
Okay.
passive ability.
What you got, Mister?
Okay. So what I do,
Are you really doing another image?
maybe.
How?
So I summon a cake of corn. So everyone gets a cake of corn.
Choose number between 1 and 12.
6.
The number is 12.
What
Darn!
are you laughing at?
The cake of corn is summoned, but it's summoned
Damn, is that
inside
X?
out and backwards.
So,
No, the cake of
bring
corn.
up asking Ron.
Yes, it is a Baskin Robbins cake of corn.
Yes, it's,
Alright.
he's the manager of his Baskin Robbins. I'm so sorry, sir.
I'm so sorry, sir, that your ice cream became melt.
You're gonna have to leave it up to the manager of the Dunkin' Donuts that was connected with your store.
Yeah, so...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the owlbear is just disappointed and walks away. But decides to, invite his good old friend, a Grell from D&D.
At least the cake of corn.
This time I actually do have an image. This is a cloth Grell, because it's in the cloth biome. And it's a bird brain. This is an official
Were you
D&D.
supposed to upload that to DM Images?
Yes, I was. Here,
Alright, it's fine here.
here you go.
I'm gonna copy that just so I can send it to all of my enemies.
By the way, this is literally a creature in D&D in the monster manual. I did not invent this creature. It is a bird brain.
Yes, it is
So,
actually
I believe it is indeed John's turn.
I cannot believe that's exactly what you do.
Wait, what'd you say?
I have to fix that.
Yes, the bird brain.
My voice has slowly been changing throughout this entire section.
Quite.
No, I'm not gonna be a broken record. I'm going to proceed to put on the flaming glove before the move.
Okay, so you decide to flip it off with your flaming middle finger, and it just bursts into flame and it dies in a fiery explosion, and you look away because cool guys don't look at explosions, and you suddenly just feel a pair of sunglasses drop onto your face, and you're such a badass that you keep middle fingering the bird, and it just explodes a second time. Don't know how that works. But, yeah, I think the bird is like, well, shoot, I guess I died. So, yeah, after that happened, yep, that happened, a shadow appears in the sky, and the Snugbear shouts to the villagers to get inside. The shadow grows larger, and it finally comes into view. Clothra, the moth kaiju, begins eating at the ground and buildings because they're made out of cloth and clothing. Bob throws you a glyph coin. Bob the Snugbear throws you a glyph coin, showing a bolt of electricity.
Do we see it?
Yeah, I could show you that, and I also almost forgot to show you the poison one as well, so here you go. Poison and electric.
Did you just
Okay,
steal
cool.
these images from the old energy Pokemon cards?
Yes.
Exactly, that's what I thought.
Okay, so you're currently fighting against Clothra, and I believe it's Sammy's turn.
Yeah.
Yay!
Because John just flipped off a bird brain with his flaming middle finger.
Right then, I summon John Deere's giant garbage deer!
Yes. That is my only
That actually looks
answer.
really good.
That is my
Yeah.
only answer. Yes.
Roll a number between 1 and 69.
Actually, yeah. Roll a number between choose a number between 1 and 69.
1 and 1.
1 and 69.
4.
It was 69.
What?
The number was 69, and you guessed 4.
You only told us to guess up to 6!
No, I said 69.
I did not hear that. Your microphone cut out and I only heard 6.
Oh darn, my mic's being bad. I guess my mic is bad.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
So, Yeah, I'm gonna pick a new number in that one, and I'm gonna let you re-guess it.
So it's still between 169,
Yes.
69. Best to cover all your bases and aim for the top.
It was 1. So the deer starts to exist, and then it just explodes. But since it's made out of cloth and stuff, because it's in the cloth biome that everything's made out of cloth in, including your bodies and your weapons and your people. But basically, the thing starts to exist, and then it explodes into like 10 different pieces that Clothra just eats because it's a moth. So, yeah, I guess that happened. Colton, try fighting the moth.
I shall try fighting the moth. I throw the
Are you throwing an uwu?
I must throw the ulu.
Choose a number between 1 and 42.
Numbers to 1 and 2.
No, 1 and 42.
Oh, 1 and 42. 21?
How the heck? How? That's
I
exact.
go for the meat.
That is exact.
It's a good number.
You got 9 plus 10, 21. You got it exact. So you decide to just summon 3 letters from the depths of breaking fourth wall, and you just grab the subtitles underneath you, and it's ooh woo, and you just yeet it at the cloth moth, and and like it injures its wing.
Very effective attack.
Noel, it's your turn.
I would like to see if on the moth there is a loose string and then pull on it until I can't anymore.
No, but there is in fact Kirby from Epic Yarn.
Epic Yarn?
Yes, Kirby's Epic Yarn. So, what are you gonna do, Mr. Knoll? There are no extra thingies.
I'm right gonna work that. Okay, it's working.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna give Charmander the electric glyph since the bugbear just threw us it.
Okay, so suddenly Charmeleon, his head horn becomes like surrounded by bolts of cloth electricity because you're in the cloth area, and his tail becomes zigzagged like Pikachu, except it's way more badass because it's surrounded by like literal cumulonimbus. That's a hard word to say. Kumanoma. And what do you want to do with this new electric Charmander?
Does he get a electric move when he becomes electric?
Basically, I'm just letting them do free form of whatever element it is, as long as it's part of that element. So, just do whatever with electricity you want to do. Make it thunder. Make it... Oh boy! Better power that redstone lamp!
You know how that scene where Thor comes down and it's like a giant, like, lightning thing strike?
Yeah?
I want someone to do that on the ball.
Okay, pick a number between 1 and 17. Nice, you got it. Okay, the number was 4, but you're close enough to that it shouldn't really matter. So, basically, you yeet, you literally just chuck Charmeleon at the, at Clothra, and it just collides with it, and zaps it, and as Clothra is laying about to die, Krillin just chucks it a sensu bean, it gets away and flies. And now it's gone. It's fine. Bob tells you he can't leave his village there is a button on the ground. And I believe it is currently, your turn, Sam. There's a button on the ground.
Okay, so with this button.
Reaction, can I yell press the button?
Yes, yell, press the button.
So, because I don't like listening to what people have to say, I will not press the button.
A tiny fox jumps and hits the button with its foot.
I will murder you. I will Toria you.
Okay, so you Toria the fox, but the fox still pressed the button. So, in front, 5 chests raised from underneath the ground, and a voice from above booms, in front of you are 5 chests, side by side. Deliberate and then choose which one to decide. For once one is chosen, the rest will descend back to the hiding place. Now choose, my friend. So basically, all of you vote on a chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
I feel like they're all a trap. I feel like they're all mimics.
Great.
6.
Okay, what do you guys want to do? Which one are you
How
guys
many of
choosing?
us are there?
There are like 5 of you, and you can only really open one because the rest of them will instantly drop the second one is opened.
So, if we go in sequential order, we can do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, if you open it, the rest of them stop existing.
I know, but like if we all say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then we don't get any chest. Because they're all mimics.
No, they're not mimics.
Shoot.
So what do you guys want to? What are you guys thinking?
Oh,
4.
5.
Okay, that's 1 vote for 5. That's 1 vote for 4.
5.
Another vote for 5. Another. Okay, 5.
Come on, guys.
So we got chest 5. The chest opens and you hear a faint buzzing. The buzzing gets louder and louder, and a swarm of bees shoot out of the chest. The bees gather together and form a giant bee, similar to how Wishy-Washy School form, but it's a giant
Wait, guys,
bee.
we have a bee on our side.
Yeah, but this bee seems like 10 times angrier, and it's red.
Guys, I knew it was a trap.
It's not a mimic. The chest isn't evil, it's just the bees. The rest of the chests just drop downwards, but a small creature escapes from one of them, specifically Crag.
Trust no one.
Crag jumps out of the stone chest in chest 1. So you just got a sick rock beetle on your side as you're fighting against a swarm of bees that made a giant bee.
Let's burn him.
Are you burning Crag? Okay, so I believe it is currently John's turn. What do you want to do to fight the bees?
Check my back leg pockets.
Okay, we've got another pocket check. Here we go. Gotta think for a second. You find a missing poster that says "Missing if found, return to Mario 64," and it's a picture of the eel from Dire Docks. You also find a literal, like, table, just a table, and you find a 3-dimensional mouse pad. Don't ask me how that works. What do you want to do, mister?
I'm gonna throw the missing paper.
What are you doing? You're throwing the missing paper at the bees? The bees are like, huh, neat, and then they just break the paper apart. Sammy, it's your turn.
Oh, cool.
We're fighting an army of bees that have formed together into basically Wishy-Washy School form, but instead it's a giant bee.
Are we still in the cloth biome?
No, you guys have left the cloth biome.
Where are we now?
You are currently on a path that had 5 chests. You guys voted on a chest, you opened the chest, and now there's tons of bees that flew out of the chest.
Okay, I summon Dolphin Transformer.
What? What? Dolphin Transformer.
Yeah,
Okay, I can agree with this.
despite not
That's
being
for
a
the
Dolphin.
Yeah, I could agree with this. So, basically what happens is the dolphin is like, yo, I'm a dolphin, and pokes like one of the, it pokes both wings and the stinger off of the giant bee. So like 50% of the bees are gone. And then it salutes you and then flies away with its dolphin skips.
Okay.
Colton, it's your turn.
So, we're not fighting the bee anymore?
No, you're still fighting the bee. There's just 50% of the bees are gone.
Alright,
50%
I'm
of
a
the
bee.
bees.
On the, spam guy. This guy. I don't know what.
That is an image. I was not expecting this many images when we started the campaign. This is gonna be really fun to edit.
It's Donald Spam!
Donald
Here's another
Spam.
one.
Oh boy, what? Oh. Yes.
You don't have to use that one.
No, it's the Spam Man. I'm using Spam Man. No. It is Spam Man, so, pick a number between 1 and negative 32.
Let's see. Negative 21.
The answer was negative 32, my favorite number. So, yes, my favorite number is negative 32. But, you successfully summoned half of Spam Man, specifically the face.
Yes!
And the cursed thing that is Spam Man, you throw it at the bees, and the bees are instantly deterred by Spam Man. So, they all start flying and buzzing and being like, oh shoot, that's a man, but it's also spam. Wow. We're also 52 minutes into this, and I really am like, how? How? So, so like, there are like,
I have to leave the chat for a sec,
It's-
for like half an hour or so.
it's fine, I'll just say that you're in another dimension until you're back.
You blew
Alright.
me.
Cool. So,
Alright.
bye, talk to you later. Okay, cool. So we've still got you guys, but basically what your spam does, it makes it so that there's basically just 5 bees left. And I believe now it is Noel's turn.
Yeah?
There are 5 bees. Oh, I guess he died. I guess it's Sam's turn.
Okay, 1 second.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, no, Noel's back.
Okay, thank you.
There are 5 bees. There are 5.
5 bees?
Yeah, 5 bees remaining.
Okay. I'm going to send the first image.
Oh god, not another one. I'm gonna quote YouTube Rewind and say, oh, that's hot. That's hot. But, okay, so, what do you want to do? Do you want to summon it? Do you want to summon a PNG of it? Do you want to just be like, ha, neat. Do you like jazz apples?
Barry Shrek Benson.
No, Barry S. Benson.
Barry Ogre Benson.
Okay, so, Noel, what do you want to do?
I summon. What are we calling this?
I don't know,
Barry B. Shrekson.
Ah!
Barry B. Ben Shrek.
I like that.
Ben Shrek Piro. Ben Shrek Piro.
Okay, so what are you doing with
Jimmy
Mr.
Shrekfield.
What are you doing with Seinfeld McShrek boy?
No, Jimmy Shrekfield.
No, it's Jimmy.
I just showed the image to the bee.
Okay, so the bees are instantly terrified, and then you just fold the image onto them, and they die. And what drops in front of you is a bee glyph coin, which will help your Charmander. Yay, a bee!
I just spent the last 5 minutes photoshopping something, and you ruined it by killing the
Wait.
bees off.
There's one bee left then. Okay,
Oh,
Sam, do your bee.
Okay,
What are you doing, Mister?
okay. So,
Yes, you can evolve your
So-
Charmeleon into a
Okay.
bee.
because I'm scared of this one bee that's left, I want to make sure that it doesn't exist any longer. I use this weapon. Okay, so I use this weapon. But what this weapon does is it shoots out fireballs. So, therefore, if we go by how science works,
Is this a gun?
it's a shotgun with a sniper scope on it. If we go by logic, if it shoots sniper bullets, then this is what happens. If it shoots flaming sniper bullets, this is what happens to the bee.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What the hell? Okay, I agree with that statement.
The bee's dead.
Okay, yeah, but what do you want to do with your turn now that the bee's done? So, I'm gonna
I
describe
eat a
some.
bean and cheese burrito.
Okay, yeah, Sam eats a bean and cheese burrito, and you begin traveling past the path. So, as you leave, the sky begins to fade into a darker blue. You look up and see the ocean is above you, and the sand below forms funnels that funnels things in. The things in the ocean travel down to find their next meal on the surface below. A small pigeon flies a little too close to one of the funnels and gets sucked up into the ocean above. You hear a faint squawk of pain from above, and a shadow of a large creature that seems to have multiple heads lurks above. A Pringles can filled with water drops from this open ceiling sprouts out a horde of angry axolotls. What do you want to do, Mr. John? How do you want to fight these axolotls that have emerged from the Pringles can?
So we're fighting axolotls?
Yes, axolotls that have emerged from the Pringles can.
I don't do hunt axolotls, I'm sorry.
The axolotls look like badgers.
They're still axolotls at heart.
These terms are acceptable. Here,
You just throw the peanut butter at the Pringles can that is filled with axolotls that look like badgers. And the Pringles can just flips over, making it so the axolotl badgers cannot escape.
Wait, it's very important. What type of Pringles can is it?
It is a barbecue Pringles.
Okay, good. It should be closed.
Okay, I guess that happened.
What size of Pringles can?
The tall ones.
Oh, the thick boys.
Yes, accurate, the thick boys. After, okay, so, for this one, you could have either killed or calmed down the angry axolotls, and it says, my exact words is, after they either calm down or die, a sand funnel emerges from the ground below you and funnels you into the ocean above. You soon learn you can breathe in this water, but there is a very large creature ready to charge right at you. As it approaches the surface of the water, you see it is a water hydra with Mario 64 eels for heads. Here is the image.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's so good. Okay, so, I believe this means that, Colton, it's your turn.
It is my turn.
What?
I'd like to evolve a Charmeleon.
He is not at a high enough level right now. He's...
Wait, what is the Bitcoin the
No, the B coin is a glyph coin. Glyph coins basically let you change your, as long as he's absorbed the glyph coin, he can change into that element. Meaning if you absorb the B coin, he just becomes B Charmeleon.
B-Million.
Alright, then I'd like him to absorb the glyph coin and transform into his 4 qualities.
What? Yes, be Charmeleon.
B. God, that's a Charizard face.
I don't care, it's a B Charmeleon. It'll be accurate later when he evolves into Charizard, I don't
The
care.
continuity is ruined.
It'll be accurate later.
Still, the continuity is ruined.
Pokemon Tenuity. No. Okay, so, what do you want to do with this B Charmeleon?
Was it? Am I teaching clearance?
I think as, I mean, that requires it to be in fire form, but sure.
What about Fair Blitz?
Okay,
Or
hold on.
these
It
fairies?
is bone type, right? So can I teach it Mega Horn?
Yeah, just use Mega Horn.
Use
Okay.
Mega Horn, Dad.
I'll have the Charmeleon use Mega Horn.
Okay, so you try stabbing at the Hydra, but the Hydra's like, nuh-uh, I'm Mario 64 eel. But suddenly, it accidentally just, like, yeets its head a little too close to the Charmeleon stinger. Never thought I'd say Charmeleon has a stinger. But, yeah, basically, you successfully poke one of its head's eyes, meaning it cannot see out of that head.
Nice.
So, I believe now it is, Noel's turn. You're fighting a Mario 64 eel, but it is a Hydra.
Okay, so I take out the Cthulhu gift coin.
Oh no! You're adding another one to your Charmeleon's repertoire. You're turning it into a Cthulhu Charmeleon. Oh no!
Not quite. I'm gonna use the glyph coin to try and summon Cthulhu to fight it for us.
No, it's not how glyph coins work.
No?
You just
Okay,
put
then
it.
just give it to Charming.
Okay,
Charmeleon.
so it becomes. I need to find an image on the internet right now. Give me a second. Okay,
Charmeleon Cthulhu.
Yogg-Sothoth. Okay, got it. I think. Yeah, I think this is pretty terrifying and semi-accurate, I guess. No, I'm just gonna look up Lizard HP Lovecraft. Cause I am not creative in the slightest. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Yep, this is what he turns into. I can send this now. Okay, I have an image I can send.
terrified.
I have an image I can send now. Let me see. Is it in neutral? No, it's in NPCs. No, it's in. Okay, where is it? Where's that? There it is. Found what Charmander turns into. Here's Charmeleon. You gave him a Cthulhu glyph coin. Now he is he is the powers of an old god, specifically Yogg-Sothoth. But I didn't want to make him the Yogg-Sothoth because that creature is not Charmeleon at all. I wanted to find a lizard.
But a blue lizard is.
Yes,
A
because
blue lizard with no flame on his tail with spikes on his back with a long tongue and
okay, would you rather have him become, you know, actually Yogg-Sothoth? Because if you
Can
want
I have
that,
it become this?
acceptable.
Yeah, that's acceptable. I can find that acceptable.
Like, I looked up the same thing you did.
Yeah, I find that acceptable. I can find that acceptable.
Okay, enjoy that.
I find that very acceptable. Extremely acceptable enough to be in the DM images. Here we go. So, yeah, now you've got this thing versus a Hydra with Mario 64 eels. What are you gonna do? I am terrified. What are you gonna do?
You see how it kind of has multiple heads as well?
Yeah?
I have each head go against each other head and trying to bite that head off.
Choose a number between 1 and 7.
1 and 7. 3 3 is the magic number.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So, you have one less head than the Mario 64 Eel Hydra, but luckily your Charmeleon is smart enough to realize that he could just eat all of the heads that aren't blind, because there's one head that is. So now all that's left is, Sam? Fight the blind Hydra.
Okay, so knowing my luck, I'm gonna fail this. There's gonna be a skill check, and I'm gonna fail the skill check.
What is your question, my dude?
Okay, so my question is...
What are you requesting? Oh no. Oh no.
What?
What are you gonna do?
What?
Don't you dare.
What?
You're clicking your mouse, and I am terrified.
What are you talking about?
I'm terrified. I don't know what to think. But, okay, so what are you doing? What are you wanting to do?
So, I show him this image.
He's blind.
Oh shoot, wait. I read the image to him.
What image? Send
I
it.
describe the image to him,
He can't watch anime, he's blind.
but I describe the image to him.
He chuckles with glee.
Yeah.
Okay, so, John, what are you gonna do to fight this blind Hydra?
That did not work out the way I expected.
He has no eyes.
Yeah, I forgot about that, okay? That was an oversight.
So, John, what are you gonna do? John?
Can I throw with the middle finger fire's weapon again?
Okay. Choose a number between 1 and 5, because that thing is kind of powerful and it needs to get stat checked.
2.
The number was 5. Do you know what that means? You accidentally put your hand backwards, and your head... you are facing the Hydra, but you put your hand backwards instead, meaning that, literally, the flame goes backwards, it hits your face with fire, but it also hits the Hydra, meaning the Hydra dies. But you're also, currently, your head's ablaze, but luckily you're in an ocean, meaning you could probably put it out next turn. But keyword is next turn. Colton, your turn.
Is my turn?
Yeah, you guys just beat a Hydra, and, oh yeah, I have to read now. Oh no. When defeated, the Hydra drops a water glyph. Yay! And the funnel takes you back down to the sandy surface below. As you continue walking the sand below you starts getting colder and colder and colder and colder and colder and colder. The cacti are frozen, and a penguin waddles over to you. It suddenly drops to a battle stance and shows it has a scorpion tail. I have an image. Here you go.
Wait, is that like a scorpion tail from like Spelunky?
Maybe. So, yeah, it turns out, Colton, you've got to fight a penguin scorpion.
I summon the power of
What? What is Weem? Weem. Choose a number between 1 and 15.
7.
What the hell? The number was 8. So Weem just pops out of the sky, says Weem, and the penguin starts running off, and it skitters towards a cave in the cold and sandy wasteland. What do you do? Do you follow it into the cave?
I run after it. I just go.
Okay, so you all follow it into the cave and discover something that seems impossible. The only light in the cave is provided by a magma pool on either side of the cave entrance, and you spot a polar bear with lava pouring down on either side of it, and in front of its face, it is breathing the air to be frozen cold. Here's the image.
polar flame bear.
Yes, it is a polar flame bear, and it has a magma.
I'm scared.
Okay, so what are you guys thinking right now? What are you gonna? It's also it turns majestically towards you and says, "Howdy doody, gamers. Please don't just be murder hobos. Try to negotiate first."
Yeah, let's negotiate.
Okay, so Noel, you're gonna be the first one to try negotiating it. Try to not piss off the bear. It is a bear. I just hear. Okay, what have you got, Noel?
I offer the bear some meat from the seal-headed hydra.
He accepts graciously, and in return he gives you an ice glyph and a bomb glyph, and you begin walking. If you need to ask him a question, you can ask him a question. Otherwise, start walking away from the cave. What do you want?
What dangers are in this land?
The penguin is the servant of the malevolent and amazing
I am
ice
back.
bear. Hi! We just negotiated with an ice bear. We currently have extra glyphs, so we have an ice glyph, a bomb glyph, a water glyph, and a, we used a Cthulhu glyph, by the way. But, we also...
And a bee glyph?
Yeah, we have a bee glyph. So we're walking to the shifting sandland. Yes, shifting sandland. The sand's cold temperature.
Not shifting sandland.
The sand's cold temperature slowly fades as you begin to distance yourself from the frozen desert. The dunes in front of you change repeatedly and the ground below you shifts. A pack of sand dolphins leap from sand dune to sand dune, and one says hello. What do you want to do, Mr. Sam?
Okay, 1 second.
Sam.
So wait, can you repeat what you just said?
Okay, so, a pack of sand dolphins leap from sand dune to sand dune, and one says hello.
Okay. 1 second, let me think about this.
Do you want to say hi back? What do you want to do?
Okay, let me think about this.
Hi!
Hi, Sammy.
Let me think about this. No, you can't see it. You can't look, man.
Hi,
You can't
Sammy.
look yet.
I am scared of what Sam has found, because I saw a glimpse, and I am not okay.
Okay, 1 second.
He's on a Pokemon Fusion site, and I don't know why, and I am terrified.
Oh no, he's got some fusions.
And it's one of the
I
ones
already
with
got Weave.
Weem is terrifying.
I hand him his. I take the apple, hand it to him, and then just slowly turn it backward.
What happened?
Okay, so
I
hope
give
this
him
works.
my
I
hat.
really hope this works.
I give him Ash's hat, then just have it turned backward.
On what? On what?
I introduced him to my good friend,
On
Mr. Dash.
Sam.
Oh no, Mr. Dash!
He's got some short legs.
He's so happy.
He's glad he's here. I introduced
So,
him to my friend, Mr. Dash.
Okay, so the dolphin agrees with Mr. Dash and decides to help you find your way through the shifting sands. And as you travel the sands, you see a bird with a hat in its beak and what looks to be a plumber. The plumber plummets into the sand and dies. But as you get closer to the bird, you notice the bird. You notice the bird is a rare two-headed yellow-bellied squawk squawk. Some of you might remember this from last campaign.
Ah,
Yeah, I forgot to put that in DM images. Does anyone?
It's back.
It's back, but this time it has Mario's cap, and it's also a two-headed yellow-bellied squawk squawk.
You know, I shared my reaction to this image.
What image?
The squeak squawk.
Squawk
sorry,
squawk?
dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so, what do you want to do against the yellow-bellied squawk squawk?
I give an eggplant emoji to it.
No, it's currently, let me see, it's John's turn. John!
Just putting Mr. Mime in the second slot
Yes,
of most
Mr.
Pokemon fusion
Lasagna.
generators is hilarious. Mr. Zol.
Okay, what do you got, John?
We're about to get Mr. Form.
Fire glove, I got peanut butter, I don't know what else you want to do.
What are you fighting? What are you using to fight the bird?
I'm gonna
We need to
offer
keep some of
peanut
these
butter up
around.
as a gift.
Choose a number between 1 and 10. The number was 6. So the bird comes down from its perch in the sandy sky and decides to be like, oh neat, peanut butter. He eats the entirety of one of the jars of peanut butter that you can summon infinitely. And he seems content. So he plummets down in the sand and Charmeleon begins glowing once again. His body glows and grows, and he grows wings from his back. He is now the legendary dragon known as Charizard, the non-dragon type.
Wait, isn't he still in Cthulhu form, or did he go out of it?
No, after battles and after a little while, he changes back to form. So currently he's just a regular looking Charizard. But trust me, if by the way, Noel,
Yeah?
for your image, I think probably the best form of image to explain that is the first image that was sent. Because okay, you know that first one that I sent, the lizard that was blue.
Yeah?
Yeah, that one's Charmeleon form, and the second one is Charizard form. But okay, so now that you've got a Charizard, you feel ready, and you begin approaching the final area, the Forgotten Fields.
Can I just...
But as you approach the Forgotten Fields, you are approached by a very strange entity. Quite the strange entity indeed.
Is this? Base.
Ah!
No! He's here!
I guess you have to fight Sponge Man Ice Cone.
No! This is gonna be the hardest fight yet, guys.
Okay, and I believe...
That's clearly Patrick.
No, it's Sponge Man Ice Cone. Sammy, it is your turn.
Don't doubt SpongeMan Ice Cone.
Okay, bribe him with the muffin.
Bribe him with what?
The muffin that you said was in my pocket.
He devours the muffin and says, good, but is still standing in your path. Noel, what, no, it's Colton's turn. Colton, what do you want to do? You still have, like, 3 pockets left.
I still have 3 pockets left. I'm going to pull out one final, creation.
You're gonna pull out a creation instead of checking your pocket? Okay, what you got? Also...
I'm going to pull out, hold on. Wait, I can post in chat. Here it is. Suck.
Oh, no!
Oh, God.
Okay, this one seems...
Wouldn't that be
Okay, this seems like it's gonna be a little bit hard for you to summon, so I'm just gonna say, choose a number between 1 and 50.
27.
The number was 1.5. But you know what that means? Your character just shouts at the top of his lungs at SpongeMan Ice Cone, Zuck! And that's literally all that happens. So, Noel, what are you gonna do to face this monstrosity?
Okay, so...
How are you gonna fight SpongeMan Ice Cone?
So... I look at Charizard and I say... Hey, burn.
SpongeMan Ice Cone is not weak to fire.
Wait, what?
SpongeMan Ice Cone is not weak to your flimsy fire.
Ice Cone prevents it?
No, the Sponge Man prevents it. He sponges your elemental attack.
It's beautiful.
It's
I have brought together the two strongest beings.
oh no. Okay, so yeah, Sponge Man Ice Cone absorbs your fire attack and says, delicious.
Sponge cone.
Sam, your turn. What are you gonna
Okay.
do against Mr. Sponge Man
Okay.
Ice Cone? You still have 2 inventory slots, by the way, to check.
I don't care. I've brought together the two strongest beings.
Oh no, what have you done?
The two strongest beings in the world. He will not be able to take them. It's literally called unlimitedpower.jpg.
Okay, what? What? Okay, what do we... Mr. Yem and Mr.
Yeah,
Form.
Mr. Tor.
Form.
Oh, choose a number between 1 and -40.
Okay. -32.
On the nose!
Yes, I remembered your favorite number.
Okay, so, you literally just chuck 2 Pokeballs that your character just doesn't know how he got. He just finds 2 Pokeballs on the floor, and he just chucks it, and he's like, go! Your name! Go! Your other name! And one of them just yells, Mr. Form. And the other one's Mr. Yem!
Yeah.
Mr. Yem!
I spent.
So basically what happens is, Sponge Man Ice Cone is like, ooh, neat, friends, and then he uses, and the ultimate life form just walks Sponge Man Ice Cone over to the jailhouse, and they all have a great time in the jailhouse.
Okay, so.
Okay, and you just defeated Sponge Man Ice Cone with this.
Mr. Yem and Mr. Form did it.
Yup. Okay, so
Can I just send a link so that if you guys want to make
I know I know the link.
this is like a different one.
Okay, what?
This is a newer one.
Yeah, I use that.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess it's time to get to that final battle. So you finally made it to the Forgotten Fields. You see ahead a mist and a large quantity of mechanical sounds erupt from the distance ahead. In front of you, Bowser leaps down from the skyline. He then whiffs the landing and falls into an infinite pit. As the players continue forward, you finally spot the mech, and the pilot area is glowing a brilliant red. In the mech is a demonic badger, and the mech holds a hammer made out of a flagpole and a train car. You better be excited for this image, because it took so dang long.
No! You okay?
Sam, you good?
I was not prepared for that.
You're welcome.
You know,
Okay, so, John, you're the first one who has to face this monstrosity. Because it's your turn. I'm just as disappointed as you are, don't worry. Are you sure?
Well, if we're gonna go with the Pokemon Fusion thing, I might as well just go with it.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to summon a Violoo. Wait, well, use Dragonite and Breakfast.
Dragon Triss.
Yeah, but Violoom though. Look at its face hole.
Want to summon this?
Are you going to summon this? Okay. I'm just gonna count this as an inventory check because it's been a while, so there's a confirmed item in this inventory check. You find a Pokeball with Violoom. You asked for 2 Pokemon, so that counts as something different. But you find a Pokeball with Violoom. You also find, I have this image somewhere in my computer, trust me. It's worth the small amount of time that you must wait for it. It is amazing.
I'm scared.
Yes, you should be. So, okay, so you find Vitaloom in a Pokeball, you find Solid Snake Box, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Solid Snake
That's on
box.
this computer too.
Yeah, I know. And not only that, but you find a PNG. I'm gonna put the PNG in chat. Do not worry. As well as a tiny version of Bastion from Overwatch.
Not Overwatch because we need to avoid copyright.
That's my.
Oh, I mean Paladins.
Mork.
Yeah, Markiplier is a PNG that he found in his pocket. Okay, so what are you gonna do, Mr. John?
I'm gonna throw this mark.
Okay, are you gonna try to hit your mark? Are you gonna try marksmanship?
Dude, it sounds like you missed the mark on
Yes,
that one.
exactly that.
Okay, so you throw your marksmanship and go shopping at Target, and you hit him at the target. Choose a number between 1 and 2.
1 and what?
1 and 2. The number was 2. So you throw Markiplier, but he instead he just like gets trapped in the train car that is the flagpole hammer.
Man, you really missed the mark on that one.
Yeah, you did. So yeah, I believe now that means that Sammy, it's your turn to start fighting the Neon Genesis Badger Gillian hammer pole.
Nice.
So what is your is that what you, okay, what are you doing?
Neon Guitar Kiss.
I'm gonna check my back pocket.
Okay, you're checking a pocket. Yay, I get to be creative. Okay, so you find a copy of the Deck of Many Things.
The what?
You find the Deck of Many Things.
Wait, the deck of many things.
Yeah,
Find Green Pod.
You bloody madman.
dude, I told you, I'm Matt Mercer on drugs. You find the Deck of Many Things.
Find Green Pot.
Yes, you find Pot of Greed.
Can I? This is my pocket. Can you like finish?
Okay, so you find Deck of Many Things, Pot of Greed, and the gloriousness that is, oh boy, you found just the card version of Exodia.
The what?
The Yu-Gi-Oh card version of Exodia. Not even the Exodia itself, it's just the 5 cards.
Oh.
But it's Exodia.
You said that on eBay for
I'm taking the Dark of Many Things.
Okay, so, I have to real fast actually look up the things that...
I have it.
You have the Deck of Many Things?
I have the page up.
Oh my god, you have the... what?
So, do you want to have Sammy just guess a card,
Yeah, guess a card.
including the Jokers?
Yeah, including the Jokers.
Seven of Diamonds. That one sounds suspect.
What's it do?
Wait.
What's it
I
do?
want to do numbers, it's up to 2s.
Oh, it's just up to 2s?
No, it's 2s and then high card.
Okay, choose a 2 Jack, Queen, King, Ace, Joker of any type. Because apparently...
Hearts.
2 of Hearts? Okay.
No, King of Hearts.
Okay, that's the key. A rare or rare magic weapon with which you are proficient appears in your hand. The
Oh,
DM chooses the weapon.
oh boy! Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so, you get Villager's Bugnet.
Yay!
You also get a sapling, which can grow trees instantly. With an axe
Wait,
attached
what
to
weapon
it.
did you get? You cut out for me.
Okay, so she gets... Basically, she just gets the villager moveset from Smash. She gets a sapling with an axe, and she also gets a bug net. And a bowling ball.
Yes!
So what are you gonna do?
Plant the tree to full height and stand on top of it and drop the bowling ball right on Jelly's head.
Okay, so, let me actually real fast look up the, what is the, do you know the canon height of the villager in Smash? Is he shorter than Mario?
He's shorter than Mario, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, so he's shorter than Mario. Mario is officially 5'5", and let me check Evangelion official height. Because I think it's probably taller than the tree, because the tree's about double villager height. If he stands on top of that, he's about 3 times his height. And Evangelions are probably like, what, like the size of buildings? So I think 15 feet is probably not enough to drop a bowling ball directly on the head. You might be able to hit his kneecap, though.
I get his foot and now he's in pain.
Okay, you hit the mech's foot, but it's a mech which is made out of metal. I'm like, you should probably actually attack the badger, but yeah, you hit the mech's foot. You choose a number between 1 and 75.
50.
The number was 55, so you put a tiny dent in the foot, and one of its
Oh.
toes go missing. Okay, so, I believe now, Colton, it's your turn to fight Neon Jellyfish Evan Hansen.
I summon the power of Farter.
Oh no, it's Farter.
Nice.
Yeah, I've seen this image before. Yep, it's Farter. Okay, so a gaseous smell starts whiffing around you. You suddenly get knocked out, but, so does the Markiplier that's on the train car. So the train car, the Markiplier falls out of the train car, you catch him in your hands, and you're like, why'd you have to die? Why'd you have to leave me? You should have gone for the badger that's in the head. You should have gone for the head.
Exactly.
So basically, you got your Markiplier back, and now it is Null's turn.
Okay, so is the bowling ball still on his foot, right?
Yeah, it's in his foot, yep.
Okay, so I have the Charizard grab the bowling ball, fly as high as he can, and then drop it on his head.
Okay, so, I don't think you realize this, but the pilot station in the mech is covered in a very tough plastic. But, okay, let's just see you try this. Pick a number between from 1 to 100. If you successfully hit it right on the dot, it'll break the plastic. If not, it'll dent the plastic. And if it's not very close, it won't. What's your guess, mister?
99.
The number was 1. The bowling ball bounces off the plastic and hits your Charmander. I mean, your Charmeleon.
Charizard.
Your Charizard, also knocking you off in the process. Charizard begins falling to the ground. Sam, do you want to save Charizard?
Wait, once. Wait, would be using my turn?
No.
Okay.
But it might be if you're not being creative about how you save Charizard.
So, what I do is okay. So, for saving Charizard, I pull out a grappling hook with a Tostito on it. Specifically one Tostito. Actually, the grappling hook is Tostito shaped.
Okay.
So then I grapple onto the train car, and I swoop by and save Charizard Indiana Jones style.
You succeed in that. What do you want to do during your turn?
Okay, so
You've saved the Charizard, yep.
I have made an image.
He also has blip coins. So if you want to change his form, you can do that still.
Okay, wait.
What have you done to the what are you putting into general chat, mister?
Nothing.
This scares me. Okay, what do we have, mister? What are you gonna do?
You're just gonna have to wait a second. Trust me, it'll be worth it.
Okay, while we're waiting, let's look at something glorious.
Yes, no.
It's milk.
Yes, the best. I am addicted to milk. I believe that's 2%, which is slightly inferior to. Yo, I found a dongo.png.
How do I rotate stuff?
And what? Is that net?
No, yeah, how do I rotate it? Don't show me, just tell me.
So
Non-milk?
in the resize thing.
Non-milk?
Okay, in the resize thing, you put your mouse in next to one of the corners, and it should become a curved arrow, and you just click it and.
Well, I don't want
rotate
it. Okay, this works, never mind. This is fine, I love it.
it. Dude, is that God milk?
Yeah.
Dude.
Drop the large by like a few seconds there.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say, Noel, since Sam is currently doing something, I'm just gonna say you successfully summoned God milk, chugged it, and now you are basically equivalent to a god.
Do what?
You just chugged God milk, and are currently demigod status.
I'll take it.
That image just basically helped your campaign. I don't know what, but God milk.
What power do I gain as a demigod of milk?
You'll find out next turn.
I guess so.
Sam, do your image.
I'm almost done.
Otherwise, you'll be skipped. Do your image. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so now I'm done. I just. Okay. Save.
Put it in the general chat. Aren't you glad I taught you the ways of the best image editor in history? What have you got, mister? What have you got?
Okay. So.
Also, by the way, Noel is currently the god of milk.
Yes, I heard.
Nice.
So you guys now have a god on your side of the best liquid in history. 1% milk.
Okay.
Wait, am I a god or demigod?
Straight up god of milk.
So
Oh,
this
God.
is unlimited power that I've summoned.
Um,
The second version of unlimited
Dance
power.
with a gun.
stands with 3 gun.
No!
If you look closely, they're Fortnite guns.
Oh no. Okay, so
He has
Choose a
Fortnite
nu-
guns.
Fortnite.
choose a number between 1 and 25.
13.
Okay, the number was number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want on your Burger King burger is somebody else's Sam's gun.
So
But as it turns out, that might be what you get, which is what you get. You get Sam's gun. So suddenly, the badger turns its
number
head.
15,
Suddenly the
Burger King
badger's-
foot lettuce.
No.
The last thing you want
Stop
on
it.
your Burger King
Stop
burger
it.
is somebody's
Stop
foot
it.
fungus.
Stop
But
it.
it turns out
Stop
that might
it.
just be what you get.
Okay, fine. Okay, so suddenly the badger turns his head as it hears alongside with the default dance, which I forget the tune to. Yeah, yeah, because you have poisoned this server. But basically he notices to his right side a small PNG flying in his general direction with a PNG of a gun spinning in a circle the wrong way. Like, it's just screaming da-da-da-da-da, but to the theme of Megalovania. It's using the sound font from Fortnite to make Megalovania, which is poisonous. And basically what happens is Sans Undernight decides to just
Sans Fortnite.
he just decides to eat the Badger Mech's weenus, which is the skin on the
Yeah.
elbow. And now the Badger mech has no weenuses.
What does that do?
Yes.
What does that do for us?
Yes. Okay, John, what do you want to do?
I worked so hard on that, and that's all I get.
Hey, the Badger mech is slightly destroyed now. It has no weenuses.
I worked for so long on that. No, this was the process I had to go through, and all you give me is broken weenuses.
Yes. Sometimes effort doesn't always work. How many steps did you do? I might improve it if you show me how many steps.
Okay, so what I did.
Okay, wait, no. Show me in here.
Okay, so what I did was
Click the watch thing. Watch thing. Wow. Okay, okay, not just the weenuses, but it also bites off like 10 of its toes. It has 11.
wait. Did one of the toes get destroyed?
It used to have 12.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now there's one toe on the mech. It still has basically fully intact feet, and it also has no weenuses.
Okay.
So now I believe, John, it's your turn.
Thank you for improving.
Fight the weenusless robot.
The weenusless, almost toeless robot.
I'm going to throw peanut butter at its head.
You're throwing peanut butter at the. Okay, let's see if your peanut butter can shatter plastic. Choose a number between 1 and 5. Dude, I gave you too much of a power. And it's so dang powerful, which sucks so bad.
I'm sorry, I'm
Choose
sick.
a number between 1 and 5.
4.
Okay, the number was 3, meaning that you dent the plastic, and it cracks part of the plastic. You currently made a hole, but the peanut butter fell down before it could actually go through. So, don't ask me how physics works. Sammy, it's your turn.
Neon Game Boy.
Alright. I'm going to check the pocket I haven't checked yet.
Okay. So, you find every single book you find every book in the Harry Dresden series.
Alright.
You find
What's Harry Dresden?
you find the TARDIS.
What's the name Dresden?
And also, give me 1 sec. I have to go to that website.
Like, the entire TARDIS?
It's bigger on the inside. It's just a tiny TARDIS. You put your finger in there, you push the button, time travel.
But just my finger time travels?
Yes.
So wait, you can go back in time, but only your finger.
Oh.
Yes.
Dude,
What
I
was
would
the
love
last thing?
You also get... Yes.
Oh, that was a sound.
Yeah, let me real fast.
Where'd you-
Try... Okay, I just have to... Okay, I found it. I found the image I need. I have found 2 images, and I'm gonna combine them.
I forgot about him.
You forgot about him? How could
I
you?
forgot about how disappointed he was.
How could you forget about Genghis Kong?
Dude, Genghis Kong is so disappointing in
Think
everything.
it's fun? Post it?
You'll find out what it is when you're ready. It'll show up.
Oh my gosh, Genghis Kong.
I'm gonna use that. I don't know what it looks like, but
You'll be ready. You'll be ready when it's ready.
Genghis Kong and Regigigas.
So I'm gonna just say,
it's not a dirty joke, is it?
it is not. It's a Mario Party.
Okay.
You'll understand when you're older.
Regigigas is a hut.
It's not showing up.
It's not sent yet. I'm about to finish making the image.
Regigigas is
Oh.
a cursed image if I've ever seen one.
Okay,
Okay, I'm almost done making. I'm about to be done making the image. So there's Regigigas. You find 2 things. There's a Pokemon fusion, and there's also Genghis Kong.
Okay, now, I'm going to the rest of
This is it's literally this size. Okay, so I'm about to send the image. I hope you're ready.
This is super
I am
cursed.
very scared.
This is super
That is
cursed.
good to be scared.
Dude, this thing is mega cursed.
I hope you're ready for this, because it is literally one of the most cursed images you've ever seen. You're gonna have to zoom in.
Like, on a scale of 1 to SpongeMan Ice Cone, this is Sponge Cone Iceman.
You're gonna have to zoom in.
It's Dankus Kang and Regigus.
If you want to see it bigger, I'll do that for you. I'll make it easier to see. I'm gonna do that because I made a dumb decision and forgot to shorten it down before saving it.
It's Dankus Kang and Regigus.
Smaller one.
Okay, I found it. I found the better version.
I cannot believe this.
Okay, I got it. It should send. Please send. Please send. Please actually send. Oh my god, send it. Send it. Send it. There it is.
Dankin Kong.
Dankin Kong. Here we go. So you find.
I don't know what they were sweet dang it. I don't know what Dang Kong is.
Okay, so Dankoon
I'm
Kong.
confused.
Okay, so there's a disappointed Donkey Kong in your pocket, and also
Regigus.
Regigus, which is a Fungus and a Regigigas.
Ah,
It is a perfect creation. Do not
Wait,
question.
can you go back? It's Reggie Steel,
Okay.
not
It's a
Regigus.
bug type.
being disappointed with that, I chopped down the tree I was standing on onto the final boss.
Okay, so you crush one of its feet.
Now it can't walk. Hurrah!
It still can walk with one foot because it has practiced for the entirety of its elementary school years how to walk with one foot.
Dude, my man's been playing hopscotch.
Yeah, my man's been playing hopscotch.
Yo, this boy been on the hopscotch. He been in the streets.
Okay, Colton, your turn.
I would like to, actually, hold on,
Do you want to check your pocket?
I shall check my pocket, yes.
Okay, so, lucky for you, you find the glory that is, you find literally Yogg-Sothoth from Cthulhu mythos. You find the Yogg-Sothoth. You also find the cat that is in the icon for John. You find John's I Need Lasagna cat in your pocket. You also find you find a stone that lets you control the direction of gravity. You also find a what's that one item that lets you turn into a mer person or a werewolf in
mermaid.
Terraria?
Wait.
That'll be, charm.
Yeah, it's that one shell that gives you it's that one shell that gives you moon powers as well. So yeah, you found a decently good haul of items. Yay! So yeah, what are you gonna?
Terraria?
Yeah, I play Terraria.
No, not you.
No, Colton plays Terraria. Yeah.
Yo, sick, Colton.
Okay, so Colton.
I'll use the term on the Hitman monster.
What? Okay, so lucky you, it's currently nighttime, so that does mean that it turned into a wolf. I don't know how that's
A
better.
tentacle wolf?
Yes, a tentacle
Or
wolf.
it's just hairy tentacles.
And the tentacle wolf decides to just be like, "Oh neat, I'm fighting the Badger boy."
I don't like the sentence I just said.
Tentacle wolf, hairy tentacle.
Yes.
But yeah, so your furry Yogg-Sothoth decides to fight a badger in a mech suit. And basically what happens is it grabs the hammer from its hand, hits its kneecap, the one that has the broken foot, and it just breaks off its leg and then gives back the hammer because it's a polite person. So now this boy be playing some hopscotch. Noel, it's your turn.
Okay, so
Do not ask questions about my sanity. We always know the truth.
It's not there.
I was the god of milk.
Yeah, you are now the god of.
A very powerful being.
Okay, so you are the god of milk, specifically the only milk that matters, 1% milk. chocolate milk also exists, but you are currently not the god of chocolate, so you need to. So you probably would need to be the god of chocolate and milk for that. But you got the best milk of all time, 1% milk. It's the thing I'm addicted to. Thank you, God, for your 1% milk. Yes. So basically now.
Thank you, Mia.
Go back
So-
to general and
so-
we see Sans Gale online.
Okay, so basically, what you can do, you can create milk or cows out of thin air, infinitely. You also chug milk for power.
Okay, so I take
And
out
you can
my-
also-
my-
You can also summon cartons of milk that you can use as weapons. It's like the peanut butter jars, but it's milk this time.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take out a special glass of milk, chug it, and then summon a milk tank. But not just any milk tank.
Oh,
Whitney's milk tank.
oh nuts! It's Whitney's milk tank.
Oh gosh!
Okay, if you choose the move that everyone knows Whitney's milk tank is famous for, then you will basically almost insta win. It will not be able to walk if you use this move. Use the move. If you choose the right move, it will not be able to walk. If you choose the wrong move, Whitney's milk tank fails at existing.
Well, luckily I also have this image prepared.
Oh God! Okay.
Bobby?
Your milk tank used rollout, and the entirety of its other leg is gone. So it's now just a torso with a badger on its head, and 2 arms, and a train car hammer.
See, the thing is, I never had a problem with Whitney's milk tank using rollout because I had an Onyx.
Oh yeah, milk drink.
Yeah,
But
I had an Onyx, so I just rollout stalled him. and
unacceptable. But
And used,
okay.
like,
So
the
speaking
game.
of unacceptable, Sam, it's your turn. Also, by the way, in the distance, slightly farther from you, you see a man flying into space with, like, wings of milk. So, yeah, that's you, Noel, right now. But, Sam, what do you got?
Wings made of milk.
Yeah, you have wings made of milk because you are the god of milk.
Hold up. Okay.
Like, you just have a t-shirt on that says milk, and it's milk bottom text, and it's like it's a jug of milk. But what have you got, Sam? Okay, are you doing another image? Are you serious?
I'm not making one this time.
Okay, thank God you're not stalling the campaign.
Don't worry.
I mean, you are, but it's not.
Wait.
bad.
I just realized we're talking about milk. I must listen to this chat.
Oh,
Sorry, I must.
oh no. What is it? What is it? What is it?
Here it is. I found it.
Okay.
Found the image.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, it's not. Oh.
Did you fail?
Did it save? Oh, saved. Yep, it's saved. It's saved. Here it is.
Oh, boy.
It's back.
No! Dude, I was about to post Coco and Carson.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He was about to send the same thing.
No, not that one, not that one.
Oh,
This.
wait, serious?
This instead. This
Milk,
instead.
milk when milk?
No. Okay, so this, I just throw this straight at his face.
Throw what?
I just throw this at the Demon Badger man.
Throw what?
I throw it right at the cockpit.
Oh no!
Is that pickle gumball?
I turned myself into a pickle, Darwin! I'm Pickle Gumball! Ah!
Okay, so,
I'm going to commit gang violence on you, father. Blah, 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 blah.
okay, so pickle gumball. Wow, I never thought I'd say that sentence in a dungeon master setting.
I did not expect you to post cereal when halves milk.
But Pickle Gumball decides to be like, haha, they turned me into a pickle, Pickle Darwin, I'm Pickle Gumball, and, decides to wave dash, onto one of the arms, and does a Ganon down air, on like 3 of its fingers at once, meaning now it's got like the thumb, the index finger, so it's got a gun hand, and it's got the other hand with the hammer. And not to mention that, but I'm sorry to say, the badger is done waiting and decides to strike with its hammer and yells at you these words: Neon jellyfish, Evan Hansen. Evan Hansen.
Your tail!
Okay,
I know that's a different anime.
okay, so he just decides to yell at you, and he tries hitting you. He tries hitting. He tries hitting Aquilius the One with a hammer. So pick a number between 1 and 17. Breathe.
3.25.
The answer was 3.14, which is close enough by decimals.
Yes!
That means that you successfully dodged the hammer. Do you want to grab onto the hammer?
Yes.
Okay, so you grab onto the hammer and get launched onto the plastic that guards the badger. You'll figure out what happens next turn. But currently, I believe Colton just went, right?
I didn't go.
Oh wait, no, it's John's turn now. Yeah, yeah, what have you got? Sure, yeah, you can do that. Okay. Let me big brain this. Okay, in your front right pocket is a bowl of tissues. A Yoshi amiibo. And the 3D maneuvering gear from Attacking Titans.
Gotta avoid that copyright.
Yes, gotta avoid that copyright strikes.
Even though this is an unmonetized YouTube channel.
You're correct. That and not. Wait, what'd you say?
I'm going to assume this Yoshi Amiibo is level 50.
It's level 51.
It's gone further beyond.
It is Goku. It is gone further beyond. It is level 51. And not only that, but it's also some reason morphed with Ganondorf amiibo, which has been taught by the greatest hard-based JoJo master of all time. So, John, what are you gonna do with your god of an amiibo? It's Yoshi hard-based Ganon. What are you gonna do?
Just summon it, and, we'll just let it go ballistic.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a list of inputs, you know, a input being up air, down B, stuff like that. So, give me a list of inputs for a combo. Which type of fair?
Both.
Oh. Okay, so,
Ganon and Yoshi. It works every time.
no, Yoshi fair into Ganon fair works better because the Yoshi fair begins to spike and then it gets hit by the Ganon fair and stops spiking. And then gets hit by the Yoshi fair and starts spiking. And not only that, but Ganon down air mixed with Yoshi down air with 30 bagillion percentages. But that's really all that really happens. But it also happens to his right arm. No, wait, let me check. His left arm, meaning that currently he's got one arm, a torso, and a head. And your level 51 amiibo has shattered.
Ah!
At least it was useful.
Okay, Sammy, it's your turn.
Alright. How much health does the Badger Jellian have left?
I'm not measuring it. I'm measuring it and how dead it is. I know that technically means health, but eh.
Villager back throw.
I'm just gonna choose a number between 1 and 30.
15.
The number was 30. You succeed in grabbing it, but it's really good at mashing. Like it's like that Mario Party 64 thing where it's better at mashing than humans can. So it really quickly gets out of the net, but it does take a little bit of damage. Nice. Colton, your turn.
I would like to finish it off.
You can try it. Okay, what are you gonna finish it off with?
A propaganda message. If I get the number right, then I'll display it.
Okay. So, do I have to guess? So, do I need to do a stat check? Okay. So I'm assuming this is a very powerful creature that you're trying to do.
This is
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out the biggest number in the game. I'm gonna ask you to guess a number between 1 and 500.
1 in 500.
Yeah. What have you got, Colton? What have you got, Mr. Alaska?
I said maybe something.
No. What is your answer to 1 in 500?
Seven.
Dude. How the hell? The number is 4.
The number is 4, so basically it's dead.
No, it's really close to dead. It's like inches, meaning that, oh boy, you know whose turn it is to break it? It's the milkman. But what did you want to summon to try killing it? Depending on what it is, depends on if it's truly dead. It is not dead. You've disappointed me. If it was Mario Golf, I might have been slightly less disappointed. Yes, accurate. Okay, Noel?
Yeah.
It is practically dead. What is your milk deity powers going to do to it? You have the last hit. What are you going to do? I'm just saying, whatever happens here, it's a natural 20. Whatever happens.
I'm going to summon 2 Kenneth.
Yep, the bad milk happens, and it shoots at the mech, and the mech die. And the badger's like, oh boy, guess I better run, but it's currently on the run. Sam, do you want to kill it?
Okay, I kill it with this. Just 1 second, I need to save this.
I am scared. Also, by the way, we're currently slightly over 2 hours, and I'm very happy with how this campaign went. Holy crud. I actually have audio saved for once. Woo!
Hold up, I need to save it correctly.
So, what are you doing, Sam?
We'll figure it out.
I am scared of what he's gonna kill the badger with, but I knew he was excited for it because he was clicking a lot. And I'm like, I better let him kill it. You squash the mech, he squashed the bug. What? What? It's Craig with a gun. Yep, you killed it. Okay, yep, you've improved. You have impressed me. It is dead. You as a group have successfully won the campaign. You now have a milk god, a man who has a flaming middle finger, and a hand that can summon peanut butter jars to throw at people, a man that can summon creatures that have guns, and the gloriousness that is a, let me see, we've got the, let me see, notable stuff that has been added. Let's see, we've got, Mr. Rollout Milk. We've got Pokemon Trainer, and we've got. Oh no, we indeed got. We've got the spam.
What about Mr. Yemen?
Spamethyst. Yeah, that's why I called you a Pokemon Trainer.
Oh, okay.
But I think if that's anything to go by, I think that's the end of the campaign.
Dude, I think that was a successful campaign.
Guys, that was so good.
Sword Art Offline.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, Noel, what did you think of the campaign?
I did really well.
I mean, you're a god of milk, yeah. So Sammy,
Okay, but
yeah,
the gravity roll fight,
yeah,
and then getting the
god milk,
the Cthulhu coin,
yeah,
like for
with a bee.
climbing staircase.
Yeah, you got a bee to go up there and grab the coin. It was genius. So Sammy, what did you think of the campaign?
It was good.
Yay! What did you think?
Well, so I think that all around this campaign was pretty good. We had some pretty good input from everyone. A lot of people put in interesting stuff like cereal would have some milk, cereal with no milk. We had a milk tank that was
Mr. Yem and Mr. Form. But yeah, okay, Colton, what's your opinion on your second campaign?
Yes.
John, what is your opinion?
I shall agree. Yes.
Okay, I guess that's it. Talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was fun.
Alright.
Bye.
I
see ya.
That's all, folks.